You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. Don't act like y'all don't remember Sean Kingston's biggest song. You got me suicidal, suicide. Welcome back to SouFLoTV. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please, and let's get right into the topic. I don't even want to start this one out laughing or nothing. You know when something is serious, but you gotta laugh at it anyways? I'm Jamaican. I always say take funny, take things make joke, right? Take serious thing make joke. But this ain't really no joke still. Because if the shoe was on my foot, I wouldn't be laughing. But somebody said in the comments section, that's what the inmates are singing down at the jail where Sean Kingston is at right now. You're way too beautiful. Oh man, life got its strangest twists and turns. So yeah, this is another update to the whole Sean Kingston story, you know, with Mama Kingston. As y'all know, I updated you that Mama Kingston, her bail was set at $160,000, and she posted. Now, what I found out, and I don't know if it's true, but I heard that it is true, and I looked online and it said that it is true. $160,000 bail posted. That means you got to come up with $16,000 cash. Unless they have some other kind of stipulation to your bail where they're like, nope, you got to come up with all the money, right? So that means people would have to put up $160,000 cash, or they got to put up property that's worth $160,000 cash. Either way, Sean Kingston's mother, Mama Kingston, she made bail and she got out 4 days after being locked up. Sean Kingston was locked up for like 10 days or more, right, in California, and then he was extradited to the state of Florida. Remember the last update I did, I said it's going to be kind of shameful for somebody who was once a A-lister star to be boarding a plane handcuffed with sheriffs or marshals sitting on either side of you like he killed somebody or something. Well, that's exactly what they did. He was extradited back to the state of Florida where he was received. Rapper Sean Kingston was booked into a Florida jail. His mugshot has been released, and he is now charged in the $1 million fraud case. Sean has some serious charges against him, and we're going to get into the details of the serious charges that are against him. I'm still wondering how come he's not out yet. Well, they got to go get that money. And I'm going to tell you how much his bond is and how he's going to get out of this. So rapper and singer Sean Kingston has been booked into a Florida jail, Broward County Jail. Broward County Jail is actually, I believe, that is where YNW Melly was at one point. Anyhow, Broward County Jail. You know what's also funny is Sean Kingston just dropped a new song and new video with NBA Youngboy. And NBA Youngboy is actually going through pretty much the same thing that Sean Kingston is going through, except for NBA Youngboy, he is more current, as in someone who has made hit music and made a lot of money off music recently, right? NBA Youngboy's finances are legitimate. He has bread in the bank. His case has to do with drugs and has to do with falsifying prescriptions and pretending to be a doctor in order to clear some prescriptions. He's accused of running a whole prescription drug ring up in Utah, but he has other charges in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, where he's from, etc. But him and Sean Kingston just released a project together, and they're both behind bars currently fighting similar charges, which I find to be pretty weird. But we'll get back to that. So, rapper Sean Kingston has been booked into the Florida jail, and he and his mom were both charged with committing more than $1 million worth of fraud, right? Boom, we know that part. Sean is now 34 years old. I'm saying to myself, at 34 years old, you still living with your mama, sharing houses with your mama. Now I know Jamaican culture, you could be at home at 45, at 60. There's no set age to leave your parents' house. If life is good and comfortable at the home, you stay. If you and your parents got a rapport, you stay. If you feel like you want to go out on your own, then you do so, right? Some cultures, they'll kick you out the house as soon as you're 18. Jamaican culture is not like that. However, at the age of 34 and having been successful since he was a teenager, people would think that Sean would have started a family already. I don't know. Maybe he's out here living the good old bachelor life. Honestly, sometimes it's better to be single than to be out here locked up in a relationship and going through hell and high water for somebody who isn't really worth it, right? So maybe he's doing that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, he's 34 years old now. His real name is Sean Anderson, and he was locked up in the Broward County Jail on Sunday after being extradited from California in the wake of his arrest last month. So Sunday must have been like, let me see, today is Tuesday and today is the 4th. So Monday was the 3rd and Sunday was the 2nd. The 2nd of June 2024, he was extradited to the state of Florida from California on a damn Sunday afternoon. Oh my God. They tried it. Well, the singer is slated to go before a judge later on Monday. Today it's Tuesday, which means Sean went before the judge yesterday or was slated to go before the judge 24 hours ago. And that was according to Local 10 News that was reporting that in Florida. As I'm doing this video this morning, there is no update yet as to tell us if he paid his bond and he was released. Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, who is 61 years old, who everybody was bugging out about Mama Kingston's mugshot, you know, with her her ceiling was pushed all the way back like a convertible. I'm just saying. But anyhow, she's 61 and they were both hit with a slew of charges, including conducting an organized scheme to defraud, grand theft, this is the part, identity theft, and related crimes, according to the arrest warrant. This is the information that's on the arrest warrant. Now, Sean Kingston is accused of stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash from Bank of America. I don't know how you steal $100,000 or hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash from the bank exactly. I would like to know. So if somebody knows how you could possibly go about doing this, then leave some comments in the comment section below. I mean, do you like set up a fake account and route some people's money into your own account and then withdraw the money? Like, I don't know. It sounds weird because I bank with Bank of America, and Bank of America, it's pretty hard to get your money up out of there. So how did they steal hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash from Bank of America? I'm reading this report right now as I'm bringing it to you, and this is what it says. And First Republic Bank. So they defrauded two banks, according to the affidavit. Nearly $500,000 worth of jewelry gone, and a $160,000 Cadillac Escalade, and more than $80,000 in furniture. This is the sum of what they are looking at, dealing with in court. Now, the exact details of their alleged fraud scheme, which authorities say went down between October to March. October 2023 to March of 2024, they were hitting the lick. According to law enforcement officials, I mean, they cleaned up over $1 million worth of shite, according to law enforcement officials. Notice I keep saying according to, because I don't want anybody going away saying this is what I said. I said according to what law enforcement officials and paperwork, affidavit from the courts are saying. All right. Now, Sean Kingston He was arrested May 23rd. He was out in Fort Irwin. He was at a U.S. Army training base in California, way out in the Mojave Desert, and he was slated to perform. He was booked for a show. Man's packed his bags, fam. Man's went out there to collect the check, to break down a stage. I mean, not break down the stage like break it down, but you know what I'm saying, like sing and bring down the house, that kind of thing. No pun intended. And he went out there and he did his thing. And while he was out there doing his thing, the feds swooped in. While the feds were swooping in on him out in California, they were hitting his house, SWAT team style, in Florida. And his mama was at the house. And that's when she got arrested at the house because she was a part of the warrant. And he got arrested after. I was told that they allowed him to complete his show. They allowed him to finish his show. Now, usually, they'll pull you off before you perform. But I guess because he was performing to military personnel, they were like, you know what? He ain't wanted for no murder. Let him get up there and sing his little song. They booked him for the show. He's going to need the money anyways to pay his bond and to pay his lawyer. So let him go out there and get the money and let the soldiers be entertained. And once he was done singing, they were ready to handcuff him and take him away. TMZ has a picture of Sean Kingston being handcuffed and taken away. We have the picture of his mama being handcuffed and taken away. His mom was cuffed on the same day when the SWAT team raided the mansion in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And then, right before all that happened, the message he posted, quote unquote, people love negative energy. I'm good, and so is my mother. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak. That's what he posted on Instagram right as this stuff was about to go down. Now, as of Monday morning, Sean Kingston is still locked up, and his bond has been set at $100,000 on 9 different felony charges, online jail records show. Now, again, of course, a lot of people are like, see, he don't have no money, because if that was Boosie, he would have bonded out right away. If that was so-and-so, they would have bonded out right away. Those people have money. If that was A, B, and C, they would have bonded out right away. Point blank is, if you have millions and your bond is $100,000, you bond out as soon as possible. Like, as soon as he hit that Florida and he got before that judge and the judge says bond is set at $100,000, you should have been out in a few hours. Hey, come get me. I don't think Sean has that kind of money laying around. I don't want to call him broke because, like I said before, the mansion that they're living in was listed at $31,000 a month rent. And anybody who was paying $31,000 every 30 days, they got to have some kind of money. They might not be rich, like top of the line celebrity Hollywood rich, but $31K per month, you got to have bread, right? Now, how they going to come up with the money, I don't know. But just like how they came up with Mama Kingston's money is the same way. Remember, I told you that Mama Kingston's bond was set at $160K. The same sheriff department has set Sean Kingston's bond at $100,000. $60,000 less than what his mom's bond was. So even if it's true that in Florida you pay 10% of the bond and you get out, she would have had to come up with $16,000 cash in order to get out. Now, if Sean Kingston's $100,000, he's going to have to come up with $10,000 cash to get up out of there. Let's see. I think he'll be out in a minute. Don't ask me. I just think they got money. And I know a lot of people are going to keep saying they don't have money. I seriously think they got money. I can't figure out the scheme. I don't know what it is or how they're doing it. Maybe they have their assets under other people's name. Maybe they have money stashed under other people's name. Just in case shit ever hits the fan, you go swooping down on them and trying to take away all their stuff, but you can't take anything because it's not in their name. The same way how the news media says the mansion they live in is rented. And everybody is saying, why the hell would you rent a mansion for $31,000 a month when you can actually purchase one and probably be paying about $5,000 to $10,000 a month for your mortgage for a mansion that you own? And it dawned on me that, yeah, if you own it and you have other bills you got to pay and these cases come up, they can seize your house because it is in your name, and they can liquidate your asset and use it to pay off these debts. But if it's not in your name and it looks like you're just paying rent, that landlord has nothing to do with your legal bindings. So you will always have a place to live no matter what. Slick shit, right? Could be. This is just me thinking outside the box. I'm not saying that's what's going down, but let's see how fast they pay his bond. Sean Kingston's bond is currently set at $100,000. He was already on 2 years probation for trafficking stolen property. Now, Turner, who is facing 8 charges in total, was cut loose from custody last Sunday after posting a $160,000 bond. I think it's funny that they extradited Sean Kingston on Sunday and they released his mama on a Sunday. Maybe there's something in the justice system that I don't understand what's going on, but all these coincidentals ain't really coincidental. His mom had pleaded guilty back in the day, and they keep bringing it up, how she served 1.5 years in prison in federal before, for similar incidents and all that. We ain't getting into her past story, even though I think it plays a part in what's happening right now. Is this somebody repeating their old tricks, or a pattern that they're stuck in, or is this just bad business and they're about to clear it all up? Robert Rosenblatt, who is the attorney for Sean Kingston and his mom, last week said that they look forward to their day in court where they will address these issues, and they're confident that there will be a successful resolution. So for all the people who are hoping that Sean Kingston gets a lot of years in prison and all that, you might have to hold off on that. I don't think he's going to do no lot of years in prison, but these charges that he has pending against him right now, they're pretty serious charges, especially impersonating somebody else or using someone else's identity to conduct business and to steal money. Those are pretty serious charges. Well, that's what it is for the update for Sean Kingston, and we'll stay close to this story and watch as this story unfolds. Do you think that Sean Kingston is going to do time behind bars, or do you think that this is where, a lot of publicity is going to go into it and then eventually he'll be out? Remember, his mama did 1.5 years already off of similar charges back in the day. I believe it was back in like 2006. So don't sit there saying that he can't do time. These are charges that carry prison time. I'll catch you in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.